So you've decided you want to start earning a side income that could potentially replace your 9-to-5. You've done your research and you've decided selling used books on Amazon is a great place to start since the profit margins are high and since the upfront cost is relatively small. But this begs the question, how much money does it actually take to start an Amazon FBA business? In this video, I'm going to show you the $0, $500, and $1,000 methods for launching your new business and how to choose the one that's right for you right after this. What's going on? My name is Matthew Osborne and I'm glad you're joining me here today to talk about what investment is needed to start a used book business on Amazon FBA. If you want to see more videos just like this, be sure to hit that subscribe button below to be notified when future videos just like this go live. For this video, I'm going to break down the $0, $500, and $1,000 methods for getting your Amazon business off the ground. I'm going to break each of these sections down into sourcing tools, listing tools, and tracking tools so you can see which tools you should get for that particular investment amount. Now, this video is not a full tutorial on how to use each of the tools I mentioned, rather what tools you absolutely need at each investment point. So I've got plenty of videos on this channel breaking down individual tools you can find. One last note, if you don't have the amount of money you'd like to invest at the beginning, think of this as a step-by-step method. Start off with the $0 plan until you've made enough money to invest in the other tools and keep building from there. Okay, so let's start out with the $0 method. Now, you're broke, you've just looked at your bank account to see whether you could eat out for lunch or if you had to stick with the ramen noodles. I've been there, I get it, and this is actually often the financial situation people are at in life when they decide they want to start a business to be in control of their life and their finances, and they're done being paid almost nothing for a job they might not even enjoy doing. Let me be completely honest with you from the beginning. I make money from a lot of the tools and software that I'm going to share with you in this video, but as I'll explain in this first section, you do not need any of them to get started. I'm not going to sit here and try and tell you that you need this software, you need this tool, otherwise you can't even start the business. It's simply not true. You can get started with almost no upfront costs. Here's the thing to remember though, the $0 method is for only those of you that absolutely cannot afford any startup costs and just need to get the ball rolling. If you can afford startup costs, I highly recommend you make that investment. It's not required to succeed, but it's going to make your business launch that much quicker and make you start making money that much quicker. All right, so here's the breakdown on the $0 method. I'm going to assume you already have a few items, namely being a smartphone with an internet connection. The $0 method, scouting. Okay, for scouting, the only software you need is the Amazon Seller app. You can download it for free on the Google or Apple App Store. And if you have no money to actually purchase inventory, your best bet is to, number one, sell your own books you don't want. Number two is to offer to take friends and family's books they don't want off their hands. And then number three, use Facebook, Craigslist, etc. to advertise free book pickups. The $0 method, listing. All right, we'll be using the free listing spreadsheet. There's a free resource that speeds up your listing over using just Seller Central. I've linked to it in the description below. You're going to need a Seller Central account, but this is also free. If you go to Seller Central's website, you're probably not going to see the free account. That's why I've linked the special page below where you can sign up for that free account. Or you can sign up for the professional account at $39 a month and immediately contact customer service and have them downgrade you to the free account. Now, this account is free to open, but you're charged $1 extra for each item you sell. So once you begin selling more than about 40 items a month, you'll want to upgrade to the professional account because it'll actually be cheaper. For shipping supplies, find free boxes and maybe spend $3 and get 30 up labels at the store. If you absolutely must, I don't recommend it, but you can print 30 up labels on a normal sheet of paper, cut them out, and then use clear tape to put them on the books. Again, I know this is the $0 method, but spend $3, get 30 up labels, and then the actual shipping label portion, use the link in the description below for the video on how to get free shipping labels. $0 method, tracking. So for tracking, we'll again be using Seller Central. Seller Central actually has all the tools you absolutely need built into it. Okay, the reason why all these third-party softwares exist for sourcing and listing and tracking is because Amazon's built-in tools suck at doing most things efficiently, and sometimes they just suck altogether. So while it's cheap to use, it'll take more time in the long run, costing you potential profit. So $0 method recap: sell your own books as well as friends and families, advertise free book pickups on Marketplace Craigslist, use the Amazon Seller app for scouting to view sales rank and current prices, list using the free listing spreadsheet, and then track using the default reporting methods on Seller Central. Okay, so now the most popular option is the $500 method. Again, we'll break it down by source, list, and track. $500 method, sourcing. Okay, for sourcing, you're going to need two things. One being ScoutIQ with a database plan for $44 a month and a Natamu wireless barcode scanner for $45 on Amazon. These two things together will take your scouting efficiency and effectiveness up 20-fold. ScoutIQ will instantly tell you accept or reject when you scan a book and tell you how much profit you'll make and how long it'll take to sell based on factors of how long it's selling right now and all the fees that come into play, so you can see exactly how much you'd make, no guessing. The barcode scanner will take you from scanning 100 books an hour with your phone camera to scanning 1,000 books an hour or more. If you accept rate is about 5%, that's the difference between going out and taking 5 books home versus taking 50 books home in the same amount of time. For listing, we're going to use Accelerlist at $35 a month. This will speed up your listing workflow and help you keep track of everything a little better than you can with the free listing spreadsheet. In addition, we're going to get a Dymo printer for printing labels off as you list each book. This will also speed up your workflow. You can find these for as cheap as $85 brand new, and you'll want to buy the 30334 house labels on Amazon for this Dymo printer. For shipping, buy the extra small boxes from Home Depot. These are the best ones for books. Buy packing tape and then use the same free shipping label method I linked to in the video below. For tracking, we're going to continue to use Seller Central at this price point. For all the items listed above, including the shipping supplies, you'll come out right to about $225, maybe a little more or less depending on where you buy. This leaves you about $275 for inventory. I highly recommend you go to your local library sales, thrift stores, and yard sales. Recap for the $500 method: ScoutIQ with the Natamu for scouting, Accelerlist and a Dymo for listing, and then using Seller Central's default tools for tracking, and buy your inventory from thrift stores, libraries, yard sales, and continue to do free book pickups. Now for my favorite method, the $1,000 method. This method encompasses a lot of the previous ones, but with more left over for inventory and a few other tools to really round out your new book business. Okay, sourcing $1,000 method. Still get ScoutIQ with the database and still get a Natamu. I use the OPN 2002 because I like the little barcode scanner, but it's more expensive and really accomplishes the same exact thing, so stick with Natamu unless you really want something else. For listing, still get Accelerlist and still get a Dymo 450 Turbo. Use the same free shipping labels. The additional tool we'll be adding here is New Price. So New Price is a repricer that's also great for pricing books up front. As a side benefit, I hear the creators of the software are pretty cool people, but this really kills two birds with one stone, because now you can quickly reprice your inventory, but you can also speed up your listing by listing all your books at a set price and then going back in with New Price to reprice them. It's $14 a month or $129 for the year, and while the yearly price is a great discount, I highly recommend you do monthly for right now so you can leave more money left over for inventory. For tracking, we're going to use the tracking spreadsheet. Okay, this comes out to $179 and is linked to below. This is $179 because it's simply the best tracking tool available, and it's a one-time payment. You'll be able to track all your fees, expenses, income, what's working, what's not, and a huge benefit is that it easily allows you to track consignment sales. This opens up new sourcing opportunities for you where you can work with other people to get books and pay a commission on those books when they sell at the end of the month. For everything above, this comes out to about $420. This leaves you about $580 for inventory if you follow the 100 book challenge, also linked to down below, and source 100 books a week for 12 weeks. In most places, this will run you about $2 a book by cost. So this gives you almost 3 weeks worth of inventory expenses, meaning you should start seeing sales at the end of the 3 weeks. Money's going to be coming back in. You can then reinvest to buy more inventory, and the cycle repeats itself. The $1,000 method recap: okay, you want ScoutIQ and a Natamu for sourcing, Accelerlist, Dymo, and New Price for listing and repricing, and then the tracking spreadsheet for tracking your sales. Scout at local libraries, thrift stores, library sales, and then reinvest the profits until you are cash flow positive. With any of the above methods, I highly recommend you go through the 100 book challenge completely for free at the100bookchallenge.com. Also linked to below. There's a lot linked to below, I know. We're going to include free tools in this on how to plan and set expectations, as well as learn how to set goals for building a successful Amazon book business. Follow along with me in the challenge. I show you week by week how to build a profitable Amazon FBA business from scratch. I'll see you guys in the next video.